So EA have brought out the 80 plus player pick, the 84 times 5. Obviously we've got this Future Star challenge, and we have got ourselves the Tavares challenge. In this video today we're going to show you how to grind them all, starting from no budget, like low budget, medium budget and a lot. So the first thing we're going to look at is the 80 plus player pick, see what it needs. So we need to have gold and, what's that, 1 rare in your starting 11. So again, minimum gold, 1 rare, missing 3 players. So it's only going to be a few cards that we need. First thing you want to do is basically put all your gold commons in that you're not going to use in your club. So let's say you have some in your club. We're going to go through all the ones we don't need for League SBCs right now, and then we'll explain the next step. So let me just go complete this. I'm tending not to put any cards in, like I said, that I need for League SBCs, and that's going to be for the Premium Mixed League SBC. Not anything else, just the Premium Mixed. So the first rare we're going to put in here, so we're going to go check player. And as you can see here, it doesn't matter about chem. We are sorted here. Everybody else isn't going to be for the players we need. I don't use the League 1 player, and I'll explain which League 1 players to use here. So we get ourselves the first pick, and let's see what we get out of this. It's 1 of 2, and we are looking for basically any high-rated cards or any cards that are going to help us with future SBCs. For example, the 84 plus times 5. What do we need for this? We need 1 team of the week, 2 85s or higher, and an 84 rated overall. So it's going to be a nice SBC to complete that. So, let's say you've done all this, you put everything in your club, and you're now looking, well, what can I do with the cards I have, or how do I attain the cards? So the first thing I'm going to tell you right now is to complete any of these Flash SBCs. So, for example, Future Star Challenges, sorry, not Flash SBCs. See here, we need to have 5 rare, 65 rated, and 25 chem. So let me just complete this quickly. So we have completed it. We got rid of all the cards that we don't need, bronzes and silvers, and you can obviously use a few golds if you need to. We are well over the rating as well. And I'm going to show you how to complete this if you don't have anything in your club. It's going to take a little bit of time and patience. We see that we get our token that we need, and then we get ourselves this pack. And this pack is going to get you underway. If you haven't completed any of these, you're going to have a nice stack of being able to complete. Highly recommend finishing them first. We get ourselves a rare gold pack, and we can use those rares to basically go and do the player pick, which is going to give us more fodder. So we're lucky we got ourselves a Vardy here, a couple other cards. So we need these 3 cards here for League SBCs. And now I'm going to show you how to do the League SBC at the same time. So let me go back to the SBC. I'm already halfway through completing the last team, so I'm just going to complete that off camera. And then once I've done that, we'll go from the top. So let me go and complete this last team. So in League 1, you need to decide which team you're going to do. I kind of like Marseille because they have a lot of rares and only need to buy 4 commons. They've had some players transfer in and out the club as well, which is going to help massively. You're going to need the chemistry, so you're going to need to position change or basically move some players that are going to give you chemistry. So you can see here, we can swap these 2 players over, and then we put 1 position change on our right back. And there we go, we've got ourselves the chem. You can buy Kolasinac, who plays left back, as a common to save yourself the position change. So, I use Marseille as Ligue 1. The fact that we know that, that means overall, you don't have to use any of the other Ligue 1 players. So they can go into the player pick or any other SBC you want. So you want to open up all the tradable packs you get back from this. In this case, we got ourselves a common, so nothing too crazy there. And it's really essential that you sell and discard everything that you don't need. So we're going to sell everything here that we don't need, and then we're going to sell the rest of these. This is how you're going to get your coins back, or not spend as many coins to complete it. There will be some cards that are going to be worth a lot more than others, but you're ideally looking to sell everything and discard the rest. Then with these tradable cards, if you're lucky like me, you get yourselves a Future Star. It's not planned at all, as we get ourselves the Leeds goalkeeper. He can help us with another SBC if we need to. And then we have our rare here, who's going to be duplicate. If he's duplicate, which he's not a problem in terms of free, we can put him back into the player pick. We will be doing that anyway. And with the prime gold players that you get for completing the whole League SBC, this is where you're going to get your fodder and everything you need to complete the 84 times 5. So you can see here, we got ourselves, looks like it's going to be at least 3 dupes. If they're all tradable, it's not a problem. Are you tired of playing sweat teams like this? Make sure you go to Alt Nice, select foot 23 coins, choose which console and how many coins you'd like to buy, select your payment method, and don't forget to add code NANIC for 6% off on all orders. So it looks like they're going to be. So these are all 3. If they weren't, we can put them into the League SBC and we can put them into the player pick. So let's say you have a lot of stuff in your club and you don't have to do the bronze pack method or any upgrades in that particular thing. What I highly recommend doing with this is basically starting off like anybody else would with the 2 teams here, the Premier League, La Liga, and the Bundesliga and Serie A. Once you do that, you will get packs back. So what I'd recommend doing is with the Bundesliga one, is putting all of the players that you don't need into this, into anything else. So let's say Bundesliga, we're going to start off low here. So we got ourselves a centre-back, a striker. You want to make sure you haven't got players from the same club, of course. Leipzig, I think we might have the club, but we shall see. Not a problem if we have. And you want to put all these cards in. Once you've done that, I recommend holding on to the rest of the Bundesliga players. Don't rush to put them in. Reason being is if you rush to put them in into upgrades, for example, you won't be able to complete the system. So you're basically telling yourself, okay, Bundesliga, I'm going to hold on to. The next time round, you put Serie A in because you can switch them up. And now we just need to look for our duplicate player who's going to be the Leipzig, the Leverkusen there. There we go. And now we've got ourselves almost the chemistry. We just need to look for a few more players that are going to help us here. If we don't have any, not a problem, we can move to that. But I don't think we have this goalkeeper. 83s, I don't mind as much. So now we have the chemistry. We can put any players in. Let's say you didn't have any more Bundesliga players. It's not a problem at all. You go over to your Serie A and you can just put in 3 players or 4 players that you need from 4 different clubs. And it doesn't matter about the chemistry. You just need the rating. So this might not be the rating, we shall see. Put these all in here, 1, 2, 3, and the last one being 4. And as you can see here, we've completed this off. Get the chemistry with one league, complete it with the other league. That's what I recommend, unless you have loads of the one league team, for example, loads of Bundesliga. Then this pack, you sell everything again. It doesn't matter. If we didn't get a board, it's not a problem. Even if it's for min price, you sell them because that'll give you your coins back. So this Libertadores player, looks like he goes for a lot of coins. We can sell him. We sell the rest of these players off. The Leon centre-back goes for a couple coins again. So we are making our coins back from putting them in. I'm not selling them now just to save up time, but I will be selling them off camera. And then for the Premier League and La Liga, you do the exact same thing. You get the chemistry. Once you've got the chemistry, you can either carry on with the same league if you don't have players from the same club, or you can move to the Prem. And again, you keep all the spares. You don't put them in. If you get yourself a problem here where you're like, well, I've actually got quite a lot of these cards, and they are duplicates, you can decide to put them into the player pick, but I personally don't like that. I'd like to hold them. Try and find out a way around if you can not to put them in. So I think we should have the chemistry with this many players. We've got a couple dupes again, not a problem. It's going to be the goalkeeper and the left back. So you can see here, going through this process, we need a couple rares in here, so we're going to keep the rares in. We could do with a centre back just to boost up the chemistry if we got it. So we have, and I don't think we have that club either. We do have Celta Vigo, so the CDM could come out. So you can see here, we're just trying to work the chemistry first, and then we add in the rest later. So again, the centre-back has to come out because we don't have a CDM. Not going to be a problem, so we'll put him in. Look for another centre-back from a different club. We'll try Valladolid. We do have Valladolid as a left-back. We can take that out and see if we have another left-back. And again, you just go through this process until you've done it. So we don't have another left-back, so it's not going to be a problem. So again, we're just going to replace the centre-back until we have one that we have. So I don't think we have Betis. Let's double-check. We do have Betis. So if you don't have to do is press left trigger or L2 on your controller. So we don't have this silver here, not a problem. And then we have the left back in now. And that should give us a chemistry, which it has. And now we can decide whether to put the rest in as Premier League players or La Liga. So we end up using the players from the Premier League. Yes, we have an 83 in there, but imagine we use the silver. You most likely don't need to use a silver in your case. And with this pack, you can then decide what to do next. So basically, you're looking for as many Libertadores and as many of the Liga players you get. So we actually get ourselves an inform, which can help us towards the 84 plus. Is a player I already have in my club, I think, as a duplicate, or we don't. And we get ourselves a walkout. Quite lucky. He used to be a Libertadores, but he's not anymore. We got ourselves, again, a Watford player and a Libertadores card, who is probably not tradable. He's not. So here are our 2 rares for our next pick. The commons we're going to get from completing off the Libertadores. So you've got 2 choices here. You can go out and buy the rest of the cards for the Libertadores, so you completed that. Or you can put both the cards that you've got rare into the pick. So I'm going to put them into the picks normally. But we have also got ourselves on the way with this 84 times 5. Or the actual icon SBC that came out itself. So if we go to most recent, we can see here we've got the 84 inform and we've got ourselves the 86 walkout, which is going to help us with the first segment there with the inform and the 86 or 85 or higher. So that's really good for that. Yes, the icon SBC that came out is going to be a little bit harder to do. Let's say you have absolutely nothing in your club and you're very, very limited in what you have, but you have coins. Instead of going out and buying loads of golds and commons, which you can definitely do, or rares even to finish the SBC, a little trick I like to do here is check and see how much bronze cards are. So bronze cards seem to go for maybe a little bit too much at the minute. Try this 200. If they sell for at least 200, so they instant sell at 200, 250. So they're going to sell for 250. So these actually sell for 250. So that means you can open up bronze packs and sell all rares for 250. Also, all Libertadores cards, as you can see here, sell for about 650 if they're not gold, which is a 75 or higher. And the same for Sudamericana, they go for more. So any of these cards that you pack from the League SBC, see here, this guy who's 67 rated, it's a silver. You can pack them from bronze packs, and you can pack them from basically doing the League SBCs. Sell them all. Only buy them when you necessarily need them. I'm not going to do the bronze pack method today because I've done it so many times in videos, and I've obviously explained it over and over again. With all your cards that don't sell from bronze packs, you want to stick them into this upgrade. Once you have 11 silvers, put them into this. With your bronze rares and silver rares, you want to put them into these icon SBCs. You'll see you get yourself 2 packs back. If you have any questions, comment down below. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.